A leader in the battle against homelessness is taking a stand against watered-down penalties for marijuana possession in Illinois.
Everybody's resistance is lowered to it, and it opens up the door to so many other drugs. Not just the drugs themselves, the activity that surrounds the drugs, the stealing to feed the habit. There's so much that goes into it. It would be a huge mistake.
While state lawmakers are taking a breather before the General Assembly reconvenes in January, this Christmas season is a very busy time for the Pacific Garden Mission in Chicago. Hundreds of homeless men, women, and children will hear the message of Christ's birth and his plan of salvation.
The holidays are difficult for many of our residents because when we think of the holidays, we think of families, we think of presents under a tree. To have the holidays in a homeless shelter is very difficult emotionally for many, and our numbers have just skyrocketed. Because of the economy and many of the recent events, we've seen more people than we've ever seen before.
Along with spiritual guidance, PGM President Phil Kwiatkowski notes that the mission on Chicago's near southwest side provides food, shelter, clothing, as well as job training and job placement to people who would otherwise be on the streets. Pastor Kwiatkowski says a new ministry at the mission will open soon, right around the time lawmakers roll up in Springfield to consider 3 bills that would decriminalize marijuana possession.
85 to 90% of those who walk through our doors are here because of some type of substance abuse. And we need to deal with that. We have a discipleship program, but so many are coming in there addicted to heroin, cocaine, marijuana, and we are opening up a new recovery center here at Pacific Garden Mission. So where people can come, the focus is from a biblical perspective on recovery. We have a dormitory just for the drug and alcohol program.
You mentioned marijuana, and want to get your take on efforts in the legislature to decriminalize marijuana possession.
I've heard it said so many times that marijuana is a gateway drug to so many other drugs. When you lower your resistance to marijuana, it also lowers it to everything else. And I think that would be a huge mistake to decriminalize that.
So your message to lawmakers would be?
Do not do that. You could pass a law in Springfield, but we see the results walk through our door every day.
Really, it's that bad?
It's bad. I mean, it's an epidemic out there. It's drugs, it's alcohol, and most of it starts with marijuana.
Jimmy McIntosh speaks from experience in calling on lawmakers not to decriminalize marijuana. He spoke with IllinoisFamily.org News at the Pacific Garden Mission, where the staff is helping him with his heroin addiction.
Me personally, I think it's a bad idea because, like I said, it's a gateway. Okay, so everyone, the high, you're only going to be able to get high on marijuana for so long until it gets boring. And you're going to want to try something else, whether it's alcohol, pills, heroin, cocaine. One of them, you're going to go to something else.
Marijuana also triggered a downward spiral for Antoine Bell, who began smoking it at age 15.
I consider marijuana a drug, a gateway drug. It's just bad.
While under the influence of marijuana, Antoine got into a fight with his stepfather. He was kicked out of the house and was homeless before making his way to Pacific Garden Mission. Like Jimmy and Pastor Kwiatkowski, Antoine believes decriminalizing marijuana will only lead to more problems.
It's a terrible thing. I mean, they're opening up the door for a lot of disasters to take place in young people's lives, letting them know that it's okay to do drugs, and it's not. I mean, marijuana is harmful to the body as well as the mind. It kills the brain cells, and for me, it's destroyed my life.
Now you're getting help from Pacific Garden Mission, and things are starting to turn around.
Yes, I've been sober for 2.5 months, and through the program, I found God, and through God, I found deliverance.
And the Pacific Garden Mission is looking for volunteers to help in the fight against addictions and homelessness. You can find out more by calling 312-492-9410. For IllinoisFamily.org News, I'm Monty Lyric.
This has been brought to you by the Illinois Family Institute, promoting marriage, family, life, and liberty in the land of Lincoln. For more information, go to Illinois